Welcome back to the Stingy Trigger Tabletop. Trigger here today to do a review of a great little piece of gear, the Maglula UpLULA magazine loader. This is a universal pistol mag loader we have here. Was a item that we picked up recently to add to the project. It's compatible with 9mm, 357, 10mm, 40, and 45. So basically all of your full-size large pistol calibers. I'll go ahead and open it up here. We've actually had it out. We put it back in the original packaging so you can see how they come from the store. These are actually distributed by Butler Creek. Mag Lula, the company that makes them, is actually out of Israel. But it's a handy little gadget for quickly loading and unloading your magazines. They make a variety of them. As you can see here, you can find them on Butler Creek's website. There's the 22 UpLULA, that's perfect for your like your Black Dog machine mags and your 1522 mags for your AR-1522 conversions and stand-ins. There's the Baby Lula, which handles your smaller caliber pistol magazines, your 22 LR, your 380, your 25 ACP, your 32 ACP, etc. There's the Strip Lula, that is for loading your rifle magazines. The bench loader, which actually is for, in one single swoop, loading a complete AR-15 mag. And then there's the full-size Lula mag loaders, available for the M16 AR-15, the AK-47, the M1A1, M14, the FN-FAL, the MP5, the Colt submachine gun, and the Uzi submachine gun. And these are the lever action cam style loaders. I believe Nut and Fancy did a review of the M16 version, but they're available for a variety of rifles. Today, however, we're concentrating though just on this guy, which is the uploader for the full-size pistol mags. And they claim, I'm not going to read the full list, but just to say a few, they load everything from Astra to Wilson Combat and everything in between. You can see that's quite a list of manufacturers. Go check them out on the web. I'm sure they have a complete list of everything they work for. So we just wanted to do a quick demonstration here. We've got a couple of different magazines. For starters, we got an 8-round Remington 45 ACP mag for my Remington 1911. And as you can see here, there's a conical section that guides the magazine in place, so it's always in the right spot for loading, regardless of the thickness. You can see it a little bit up there at the top as well. You'll see it when we put the magazine on completely. And all you do is slide your magazine in, squeeze it closed, and push all the way down. And you can see that it lined up your magazine perfectly there in the top and depresses the magazine follower, so that when you take a handful of ammo, in this case 8 rounds, all you got to do is drop it in, let it up, close it, push it down again, and repeat. Until the magazine is completely loaded. Now we've got a loaded 8-round magazine where we didn't have to completely kill our hands. And there's a little hook tab here on the back side. They also have this sort of like lanyard ring, which, I don't know, I'll probably take that off. It seems to get in the way. But this little hook here, which all you have to do is run it across the top, kind of like a potato peeler, and it knocks the rounds right out of the magazine for you. So if you're in a state, for instance, where you're not allowed to travel with a loaded magazine, you know, a state where we live, you're not allowed to have a loaded magazine that fits a weapon in your car unless you're a licensed concealed carry weapon person. So if you're at the range and you've got some extra mags that you had loaded, you need to unload them quickly. There you go, that's all there is to it. Knocks the rounds right out. Got a few other magazines we're going to run through here real quick. We got us this is a Mechgar nickel plated standard Colt 1911 magazine. Exact same thing. Drops right in, push it down, and quickly and easily loads right up. There you go. And unloading. Boom, same thing. And as advertised, it does work with a variety of calibers. Here's we've got one of my Sig Pro magazines for my 2022 that you've seen in the project. Slides right on. You can see it stops it at a slightly different spot based on the width and shape of the feed lips here. And it loads standard 40 ball ammunition here just fine. Oop. Even in a magazine like this, that's a double stack. They stagger right as they go in. And it works equally well. I've got another magazine here on hollow points. These are Winchester Ranger jacketed hollow points. They just all drop. Get all the way in there. You do actually have to put the rounds all the way in the magazine. Whether it's hollow points or ball ammunition. And just like the other magazine, there we go. Unloaded. Nice and quick. Ready to be put back in a box and taken home. Let's see, we've also got some 9mm mags here to test real quick. This is a magazine for the Kel-Tec PF9 single stacker. And there we go. Loaded. Unloaded. I've got a Smith & Wesson Model 59 mag here. Rounds loaded nice and easy. Unload just the same. Here we go. Mil-Spec Beretta 92 magazine. And as you can see, these are all coming to different points as they're funneled into that V shape in the top there. And same thing goes for 9mm hollow points as well. It doesn't just work with ball ammo, it works with anything at any size. There you go. That's 5 Winchester Ranger hollow points loaded. And last but not least, let's do one more here. Let's fully load up a Beretta PX4 magazine. This guy holds a total of 17 rounds. There we go. 17 rounds, fully loaded. And you did it without killing my thumbs and without completely killing my hands. That's pretty handy, especially if you're going to use this guy to, say, load, I don't know, a 33 round Glock stick magazine for use in a pistol chambered carbine at the range, or if you're going to be using it to load, something where maybe the magazine is just a little higher in spring tension. Perhaps it's a brand new magazine. It's also handy for just breaking in your magazines, for that matter. For loading up quickly, unloading quickly. And I know some of you are thinking, well, I don't care, dude. I'll just wear some gloves and do it myself. Well, that's fine, but if you're loading in the winter, say you're out at an outdoor range wearing some big, thick, heavy gloves, it might be handy to have a little magazine loader just like this. Also, if you're, say, like some of our more senior shooters who perhaps have some health issues, like let's say arthritis, for example, getting in here, pressing things in, loading by hand, can be kind of a problem, and in some cases can be downright painful for them. and we want them to be able to continue in the sport as long as they can. And having a loader where all you got to do is squeeze and push, instead of having to try and manually use your fingers, might actually be beneficial to them. Furthermore, anyone who might have some hand injuries, say some of our veterans returning from overseas, or people who've perhaps had accidents or debilitating issues that leave their hands less than 100%. Something like an UpLULA loader could actually be pretty useful for them. As well as for some of our younger folks. Mom and dad take everyone out for a day of family shooting fun. A lot of younger shooters don't necessarily have the hand strength to fully load a magazine, in some cases to even half load a magazine. And having something around like the UpLULA loader would allow them to quickly and easily load a magazine without having to worry about too much in the way of bobbled rounds or hand strength or pinched fingers or anything else that goes along with that. So overall, it's a nice little piece of gear, sturdy, well made, backed by Butler Creek's guarantee, and overall, a great little piece of any system for any loader who's going to be doing a lot of pistol shooting and really wants to save their thumbs. Oh, almost forgot. We did find one mag that it didn't work with. Shocking, it doesn't work with my H&K VP70 mags. I can show you here real quick. The VP70 loads like this, where you just push the round in, and rather than pushing down and in, you line it up and just push down and it rolls in on the side. It's a very similar design to the MP5 magazine. And in actuality, I'd be very curious to see if the MP5 UpLULA that they have on there available was able to load this magazine quickly and easily. But as of right now, just the regular size pistol loader, if we try and do it, it kinda sorta works, and then there are times where it bobbles the round and they pop out the back because it's actually wide enough for you to take a round and push it right down the top. So especially if you're trying to do this quickly. Yep, there, we've already gone and jammed it. There we go. And furthermore, unloading, because you can't really get the unloading hook in there on this particular design, it doesn't exactly work for that either. So we found at least one magazine that it doesn't load, although, as I said, perhaps there's another option out there that's available. So anyways, that is the Maglula UpLULA, available from Butler Creek and probably another number of other online retailers at this point. I highly encourage you to check it out. It's a great little piece of gear. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun and project videos. And remember, we're just a couple of city slickers working this out as we go along.